I'm John Conde with Orlando Realty Consultants, and today I want to give you some tips on how to interview a real estate agent when you need to sell your home. Hiring the right realtor is crucial when listing your house for sale, and it could save you a ton of headaches as well as thousands of dollars. So you don't just want to hire the first agent that comes along. There are currently over 8,000 active real estate agents in Orlando alone, and choosing the right one can get a bit confusing. So at this point, you may want to go pause the video and grab a pen and paper to take some notes. Now, when interviewing an agent, you have to ask the right questions. The first question that I would ask is, do you work as a realtor full-time, or do you also have another job? This is an easy one. If the agent tells you that they only work in real estate part-time, then you say, have a nice day, and move on to the next candidate. Because if they have another job, it means that selling your house will not be a top priority for them. The next question is actually a three-part question. How many listings do you currently have? How many of those are under contract? And how many houses have you sold in the past 6 months? The answers to these questions will tell you how hard of a worker the agent is and what their average turnaround time is to sell a house. Now, if the agent only has a few listings, or if they have listings that are several months old with no contract, then this is a sign of a lazy agent. You want an agent that's a go-getter and someone who's determined to get the job done as soon as possible, no matter what. And by the way, an agent will be able to show you proof of their statistics through the MLS, and don't ever be afraid to ask for proof. Getting a clear picture of the realtor's recent track record will give you a very good indication of what you can expect if they list your house. Next question, and this is a big one. Do you have some references from past clients that I can call to ask about you? And in my opinion, this is absolutely one of the best ways to find out how you'll be treated if you decide to list your house with them. A good agent will be happy to provide you with a list of past clients along with their contact information. If they have no references to present to you, then something's wrong. In my 10 years experience in Orlando real estate business, I've never had a client who has told me not to use them as a reference. It's pretty simple. If you do a good job for someone, they will always be happy to recommend you to someone else. Next question. Do you have a team or an assistant, or are you one-person show? A top realtor will always have a team or an assistant at the very least. There are a million details that a successful realtor has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And if they have to handle every tedious detail on their own, then they aren't good at managing their time, or they have too much time on their hands. And neither one of these is a good scenario. Next question. How will you market my house other than putting it on the MLS? Now, unfortunately, the majority of real estate agents will list the house on the MLS, and that's about it. They're done. They wait for someone to submit a contract, and if no one submits a contract, then they just keep waiting until someone does. And that's just being lazy. There are so many effective ways to market a house in addition to putting it on the MLS. I'll give you some examples of some of the things that we do when we market our house. We do video marketing. That's when we create a professional video of the home. Social media marketing. We blog about it. Target marketing with postcards, email campaigns, press releases, open houses. It goes on and on. It's important that a realtor use every single tool in their toolbox to get that house sold for top dollar in the least amount of time. If you ask these questions when interviewing a real estate agent, then you'll know exactly what they're about by the answers that they give you. Also, don't interview just one or two agents. I recommend that you interview at least 3 real estate agents and pick the one that you feel most comfortable with. If you still have any questions or concerns about how to hire a top Orlando realtor, or if you're just curious about how much your home will sell for, then feel free to contact us with the information at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching.